2. augusta 2017. godine u 17 sati i 15 minuta 21-godišnja Savannah Gold napustila je svoju porodičnu kuću i uputila se prema San Jose Boulevardu u Jacksonvilleu na Floridi. Savannah je radila kao konobarica u restoranu Bonefish Grill, gdje je trebala početi smjenu u 17 sati i 30 minuta. Međutim, tog dana Savannah se nije pojavila na poslu. A obzirom da je bila srijeda i mirno popodne, njeno odsustvo na poslu nije odmah izazvalo zabrinutost. Šef je jednostavno skinuo njeno ime s rasporeda za taj dan i nastavio s radom bez dodatnih pitanja. Samo sat i 15 minuta nakon što je Savannah otišla iz kuće, Savannin otac primio je poruku s njenog broja telefona. Samo minutu kasnije s njenog broja stigla je poruka njenom starijem bratu. Iako su poruke dolazile s njenog telefona, porodica je odmah posumnjala da nešto nije u redu. Nekoliko sati prije Savannah je bila dobro raspoložena, ali sada je tvrdila da bježi s nepoznatim muškarcem, i to bez ikakvih stvari ili odjeće. Poruke su bile pune pravopisnih grešaka i napisane na način koji nije odgovarao njenom stilu. Kada su pokušali da je pozovu, telefon je bio isključen. Nakon što su kontaktirali restoran, saznali su da se Savannah nije pojavila na smjeni, s čime su shvatili da nešto nije u redu. Roditelji su odmah prijavili njen nestanak policiji. A samo 2 sata nakon što je Savannah nestala, njen automobil je pronađen otključan na parkingu Bonefish Grilla. Iz vozila je nestao samo njen telefon, dok su njen novčanik, lična karta i druge vrijedne stvari ostali netaknuti. Policija je pregledala snimke sa nadzornih kamera, što će postati jedini i ključni dokaz u istrazi. Iako većina snimaka nije javno objavljena, istražitelji su iznijeli detaljan opis onoga što se dogodilo. Prema snimcima, Savannah je parkirala auto i izašla iz vozila tačno u 17 sati i 31 minutu. Zatim je prišla drugom vozilu i razgovarala s vozačem kroz prozor vozačeve strane oko 14 minuta. U 17 sati i 45 minuta ušla je na zadnje sjedište tog automobila. Nakon toga, vozilo je počelo naglo da se trese, kao da se unutra odvija borba. Zadnja vrata su se otvorila 3 puta, ali su svaki put naglo i silovito zatvorena. Izgledalo je kao da neko pokušava izaći, ali ne uspijeva. Sve ovo je trajalo 49 sekundi, nakon čega se vozilo smirilo. Muškarac je zatim izašao iz automobila i prišao Savannom autu, parkiranom nekoliko metara dalje. Zbog mutne snimke nije se mogao jasno identificirati, ali istražitelji su procijenili da ima kratku smeđu kosu i da je visok oko 180 cm. Uzeo je nešto iz Savannog auta, vjerovatno njen telefon. Zatim probušio prednju gumu nožem i vratio se u svoje vozilo i napustio parking tačno 18 sati i 4 minute. Ovi snimci postali su ključni dokaz u istrazi, ali su istražitelji morali pažljivo pristupiti slučaju. Bilo je važno da osumnjičeni ne sazna da policija ima snimke, kako ne bi mogao prilagoditi svoju izjavu. U naredna 2 dana istražitelji su ispitali sve zaposlenike Bonefish Grilla. Fokusirali su se na 3 pitanja. Kada su posljednji put vidjeli Savannah, znaju li gdje bi mogla biti i imaju li informacije koje bi mogle pomoći istrazi. Kroz 48 sati policija je identifikovala 3 potencijalna osumnjičena, a kroz sistem provjerili su bazu vozila koje osumnjičeni posjeduju. Jedan od njih nije uopšte imao vozačku dozvolu. Drugi je posjedovao crveni Jeep Cherokee iz 2001. godine, a treći je bio vlasnik srebrenog Chevy Malibua iz 2012. godine. Automobila identičnog onome sa snimka. Vlasnik tog vozila bio je Lee Rodarte, 28-godišnji menadžer i glavni kuhar u restoranu Bonefish Grill. Bio je i prvi kojeg su istražitelji ispitali, ali je tada tvrdio da Savannah nije vidio nekoliko sedmica i da nema nikakve informacije o njenom nestanku. Međutim, kolege su policije otkrile da su Lee i Savannah imali povremenu vezu tokom proteklih 8 mjeseci. Iako je naizgled sve u njegovom životu bilo pod kontrolom, sada postaje glavni osumnjičeni u istrazi nestanka Savannah Gold. Zbog vrlo malo dokaza, policija u Jacksonvilleu pažljivo je planirala svoj sljedeći korak, jer bi odavanje bilo kakvih informacija moglo poremetiti tok istrage. Dana 5. augusta oko 17 sati i 15 minuta Lee Rodarte je uhapšen usred svoje smjene. A onda je Lee ostavljen u sobi za saslušavanje na čitavih 90 minuta, sigurno potez koji nije urađen bez razloga, kao da su detektivi htjeli da podignu stres kod Leea. Rekli su mu da je razlog hapšenja neplaćena kazna iz saobraćaja. Prvo su mu rekli da je priveden zbog saobraćajne kazne, a potom ulazi detektiv koji ga je jučer ispitivao. U ovom trenutku Lee djeluje kao da psihički propada.
Savannah. So I just had a couple of things that came up that I wanted to ask you about specifically that didn't didn't seem to line up, so I wanted to
Yes, sir.
come down and talk to you. Okay?
Yep.
All right.
I
Have you drank any alcohol today? Any drugs today?
I took an Adderall that my buddy gave me
Okay.
because I was there so late last night. I
Yeah,
came
yeah.
in and was super tired. Like, here, take this.
Okay. Adderall.
Yeah.
And do you normally take that?
No, I've taken one a long time ago. Like,
Okay.
I wouldn't say high school, a little bit after high school, but it's been years.
Okay. Yeah. But nothing to drink alcohol-wise? Okay. Just perfect. Awesome. I want to ask you some questions, but I want to go over your rights. So, Savannah, you said that you knew her and you guys had, you knew her from work. I mean, just kind of fill me in.
Agent počinje sa jednostavnim kratkim pitanjem, dok Lee već na prvo pitanje odgovara veoma detaljno. Sa psihološke strane to može zvučati kao pokušaj kontrole situacije. Detaljni odgovori mogu biti način da osoba zadrži kontrolu nad razgovorom, usmjeri ga u željenom pravcu ili izbjegne neprijatna pitanja. Pod broj 2, prekrivanje istine. Ponekad previše detalja može biti pokušaj da se sakrije ključna informacija. Osoba može davati suvišne informacije kako bi prikrila laž ili nešto što ne želi otkriti.
Backgrounds, I guess you should say.
Okay.
You know, she didn't have it the best growing up, neither did I. So we kind of connected and hung out for a little while.
Ako uživaš ovim epizodama i ako se pitaš da li ću, odmah da znaš da se neću ljuti ako se pretplatiš na kanal.
3 months.
Okay.
And then she started using drugs a lot.
Okay.
Now, I used them with her, not the same drugs that she used all the time, but I did them with her a couple times, and then she started to get heavy into them. And
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
so I kind of just tried to take a step back and, you know, put things off. And after that, me and my ex started kind of chit-chatting again.
Okay.
You know,
And who's that? What's her name?
Her name's Chelsea.
Okay. All right.
So we kind of started chit-chatting again. Never really 100% because obviously, you know, she was still kind of upset about me hanging out with Savannah and stuff like that. And then probably a month or so ago, I saw Savannah at work, and she looked healthy again. You know, she gained a little bit of weight, and just, you know, friendly talk at work, you know, telling her, you know, hope everything's been good. And she told me, you know, that I guess she did a lot of drugs and ended up in the hospital. She ended up missing, like, I want to say a couple of days, 3 or 4 days from work.
Oh, okay.
So obviously, you know, me being pretty close to her, I was concerned and everything. But after she came back, you know, she looked good, and she ended up telling me that, I guess, you know, over those 4 days she detoxed pretty well, and she kind of caught a, you know, new sense into why she shouldn't do drugs so much.
Okay.
And like I said, she looked good. You know, she started looking healthy. So we kind of were talking, you know, here and there. We hung out a couple times. She came over to the house, and, you know, we just kicked back, drink a couple beers, watch movies, stuff like that.
Okay.
And then as we hung out, you know, after a couple times, she brought drugs over. And I told her, I was like, you know, you're doing really good. You can't, you know, you shouldn't be doing it again. You're finally gaining weight. Because when we were together the first time, she was, you know, she got really petite and just didn't look well, which is kind of why I took a step back. Plus, my father used a lot of drugs growing up, and my mother used a lot of drugs growing up.
Okay.
And it was just kind of a hard thing to see, you know, every time that we hung out.
Okay.
Like I said, we did, you know, we took like some pain pills here and there on occasion, but then she started like bringing heroin over and stuff like that. And that's, you know, my mom was addicted to methamphetamines when she was, when I was younger. So those hard drugs just kind of scare me a little bit. So that's why I took a step back the first time. And then I felt like she was better, you know, as we hung out recently. And I said I wouldn't text her either, just to, you know, kind of split mutual ways.
Right, yeah. No worries, okay.
And that was the last time that we text.
Okay.
When was that?
Yeah.
How long was that?
It was probably 2 or 3 weeks ago,
Okay.
sometime in July.
Right, right. Yeah, and I think that's one of the things you said was that was the last time that you had contact with her.
Yes.
As far as, I don't want to put words in your mouth, so I mean, you correct me.
That was
at
the
any
last time that I texted her.
Yeah, text or a phone call or a messenger
Yeah.
or anything like that. 2 to 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Okay. And then the last time, when was the last time you saw her?
This is what I was a bit. I didn't tell you the truth when we talked at Bonefish.
Okay.
Last time I saw her was Wednesday afternoon.
Okay.
I heard that she has been basically telling a lot of people at work that we hooked up a bunch, like a couple days before that, and that she was going to like tell about the whole situation and, you know, try to get me fired. And
Now,
things
why
like
why
that.
would that get you fired? I
Well,
don't know.
I'm a manager and she's an employee. So I mean,
Okay,
it's-
so you
it's
guys
a-
aren't supposed to fraternize?
Yeah.
Or, okay, I got you.
And she just told people, I guess, that she was out with that work at the restaurant that we were having sex
Okay.
and, you know, hooking up and stuff like that, and that I was her boyfriend and this and that. So I was a little upset. Obviously, you know, I care about my job.
Sure. How long you been there now?
I'll be 5 years in December.
Okay, yeah, right.
So I was a little upset. So I met her in the parking lot at Bonefish
When's this?
Wednesday afternoon. I was
Okay.
gonna, you know, talk to her, and
Did you
as I
know
was,
she was working that night?
I did,
You did not.
I did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Okay, you knew she was working that night.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I drove up there, and I was hoping to get a chance to talk to her.
Okay.
I pulled in the parking lot. She pulled in a little bit after me. I parked, and I said, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" And she said, "Yeah, what's up?" And I was like, "I heard you've been saying some things about me and you continuing to hang out, and you know that we're boyfriend and girlfriend." And she asked me, she said, "Can I come sit in the car? Because I just did some heroin and I'm a little paranoid."
Iako to nije najčešći simptom, naše istraživanje kaže da heroin može izazvati paranoju kod pojedinaca. Kod dugotrajne ili česte upotrebe može doći do promjena u mozgu koje narušavaju percepciju i emocionalno stanje. Također, ako osoba koristi heroin zajedno s drugim supstancama ili prolazi kroz krizu, paranoja može biti izraženija. U nekim slučajevima korisnici mogu postati sumnjičavi prema ljudima oko sebe i misliti da ih neko prati, iako to nije tako.
Agreed to, you know, split, stop talking mutually and just move on, and, you know, be cordial or whatever. But it was nothing more than that. And she said, "I'm going to do what I want. You can believe what you want." I didn't tell anybody anything, and I told her, I said, "The girl that you were out with told Chelsea that we were still having sex and that you were just at my house like yesterday and hanging out, and
The girl
she's-
that she was out with when?
that Savannah was out with a couple nights prior.
Okay, gotcha.
I guess at one of the bars
Okay.
in Mandarin.
And who was
around
that?
Bonefish. The girl that she
Yeah.
was with,
Yeah.
her name was Rachel.
Rachel. Okay. And Rachel told
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
That Savannah was saying that, because me and Chelsea talk, you know, we're very, you know, friendly at work, you know, we joke back and forth.
Okay.
And Savannah said, "Yeah, I did say that, you know, I don't really like Chelsea, you know." And I said, "Well, look, you need to stop.
Okay.
Because for one, we, like I said, we agreed to go our separate ways, and it's jeopardizing my job, and it's making me really upset having to come into work, you know, or talk to Chelsea, and she just constantly, you know, badger me about stuff that you're saying that isn't true."
Yeah. Yeah.
And I told her that she needs to stop. "I don't want to talk to you. It's not good for us, so let's stop."
You're telling her to leave you alone.
Yeah.
Stop harassing you, or stop. Why are you telling people that we're having sex and you guys you don't want to jeopardize your job along
Yeah, I
those
just
lines.
told her, you know, especially since she was high, I was like, you know, it's, you know, we just don't need to have anything to do with each other. And she said, fuck you, you know, I'm going to keep doing this or whatever.
Okay.
So I got out, and
then you got back in, and then what'd you say to her?
I said, now, can you leave me alone? Like, I'm serious. I don't want to talk to you. And she said, fuck you. Why'd you do that? And I said, and she continued to say that she's going to do whatever she wants, you know, and she'll say what she wants, no matter what. And I knew in my mind it was because she was high.
Yeah. So what did you say?
But I got
Obviously, you got to get pissed.
Yeah, I got aggravated.
I mean, I would too.
Yeah, I got frustrated.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, and then
Now, you go ahead. I'm
no,
sorry.
go ahead.
We were told that it happened before to her car. Have you heard that?
I didn't heard that.
You had not
her
heard
car
that?
had been vandalized before. No.
You have?
No.
Okay, so you didn't know about that.
No.
Okay, same deal. Okay, all right. Okay, what were you were saying something about the after you got back? Did you get back in the car?
Yeah.
Okay, and did you get in the front seat or the back seat?
I got in the front seat.
Okay, that time you got in the front
Yeah.
seat, and where is she?
She was in the back seat still.
Okay.
And at that point, I said, you know, now leave me alone. She said, she responded. I said,
Okay.
and she said, "F you, you know, I'll do what I want." And she got out, and it looked like she was either texting or calling somebody.
Okay.
Because as she started walking towards there's an entrance to the plaza.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Um,
closer towards
yeah.
295.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't say she was walking along the edge of the plaza, but she was walking maybe towards this way. And I would say an older model Ford pickup.
Lee dalje tvrdi da nakon što je Savana izašla iz kola, da je došao stari zeleni kamionet u koji je ušla i odvezla se. Međutim, detektivi već znaju da je ovo verzija lažna. Kamera je zabilježila da Savana nije izlazila iz Leeovog automobila i da je odmah napustila parking s njim. Njegovo insistiranje na postojanju kamioneta dodatno komplikuje njegovu priču.
She had her phone in her hand.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I don't think she texted anybody.
So she gets out of the car with you, and starts walking in this direction.
I was in the car.
You're in the car, but she got out.
Yeah.
And now you're in the front seat.
Yes.
So she gets out of the back seat and begins walking in the direction of, not necessarily paralleling San Jose, but she's walking towards 295 or down towards that entrance area.
Yeah.
And then she's got her phone, and you said you thought she was calling somebody?
She had it in her hand and looked like, I mean, I couldn't tell if she was texting or
Sure.
not or anything.
But she had her phone out.
Yeah, she had her phone out and was looking at it, and then it looked like she was going to put it up to her ear, and then
Yeah.
the green truck came around,
Okay.
and she
How long
got
do
in.
you think it was between the time that she got out and started using her phone till that green truck pulled up?
Maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. So wow. So if she called somebody, they got there in 5 minutes to pick her up?
Well, I mean, like I said, it looked like she was going to call somebody, and that's when the green truck came around, and she got in.
Okay. So she gets in the truck. What happened at that point?
They drove back around, kind of looped around a little bit.
Which way did they drive?
So she was, say, like here.
Mm-hmm.
The green truck comes here, and then kind of just loops around.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they exited that way, and at that point, I left.
They exited going which way? Down Santa?
Towards Claire
295?
Lane. I guess to leave the.
So they come out on the back
Shopping
side of
center.
this bank, like this way,
Yeah.
towards Claire and San Jose?
Yeah.
And then you pull out. Which way do you go?
I go around and then go out the same way.
Same way?
Yeah.
Okay. And where do you go from there?
From there, I go home.
You just go straight home from
So
there?
tell me your route on the way home that you went.
295 all the way to Beach Boulevard to Grove Park, and then Grove Park.
How long does that usually take you? Depending on traffic, obviously.
I think it usually takes me about 25 minutes or so.
Okay. What happened to your neck?
That was self-inflicted, actually.
Why?
I just have been having kind of a hard time.
To your neck?
I couldn't.
Tokom
Ja.
ispitivanja detektivi primjećuju povrede na lijevoj ruci. Na pitanje o porijeklu tih povreda, Lee tvrdi da je rezultat samopovređivanja nožem u julu, što se čini nevjerovatnim obzirom na to da su povrede i dalje svježe.
Yeah.
Bloody?
Well, I kind of peel the scab here and there at work, hitting it on stuff like that. I peeled it last night working, and it was coming off a little bit today, so I peeled that a little bit.
All right, let me see.
But this and this was the same night. This one was just a lot worse.
Yeah.
Than this one was.
Okay. And that was in July?
Yeah.
Okay. Like a few weeks back.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So could you see who the person in the truck was?
The truck had fairly tinted windows. I saw a baseball cap.
Yeah. Okay. You see a guy, girl, white, black?
I couldn't really tell if it was a guy or a girl.
Okay.
I just remember seeing the truck drive and her get in.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm sitting in front and the truck drives right past me.
Yeah.
And I saw a baseball cap through the passenger window.
Okay.
But
So did it seem like she knew the person?
I mean, she got right in.
Had you ever seen that truck before?
No.
Never.
Mm-mm.
Have you seen it since then?
No.
Did
Why
she
did-
say?
Okay.
Well, did she say anything to you when she got out of the car, other than
She was just
fuck
like,
you?
you know, I'm gonna do what I want. And
She doesn't
got
say
out.
anything other than that. Okay.
Lee, why didn't you mention this before? Since we've been looking for this girl, I mean, don't you think that information?
I mean,
is
it definitely
important?
it definitely does. And I regret obviously not saying anything before. I mean, I talked to Chelsea, and she said, you need to tell them what you know
Mm.
and everything.
When did you
like
talk
that.
to Chelsea? You talked to Chelsea about this?
Yes.
Okay. When did you talk to her?
The day that it happened,
Okay.
because I mean, her whole issue with me was me hanging out with Savannah.
So when I come up and talk to you yesterday, I'm not threatening. I'm just I'm talking to everybody up there. What? Why?
I just, I freaked out, to be honest with you. I mean,
This girl's missing?
yes.
Okay. But you know she's been missing. I mean, you knew from from in essence from day one that she's missing, and you freaked out that you had to know.
Obviously, I was the last one to see her, so
Yeah.
I was a little bit scared at that.
How do you know you just said you weren't the last one to see her? You just said somebody in a truck.
Well, I mean, the last one to see her at Bonefish.
Okay.
That the last one she's heard from. or
Right.
had contact with that anybody knows of.
Sure.
And I thought that I had a warrant out already.
Okay. What's the warrant for?
I didn't go to a court date for a ticket,
Okay. Okay.
so obviously
But
I didn't.
I talked to you last night,
Yeah,
and I didn't have handcuffs. Wasn't threatening in any way.
definitely not.
And
but
I,
I
and
mean,
I left. So, I mean, what were you? You were worried. If you were worried you were going to get arrested, then that would have happened.
well, I mean, that's another reason that Chelsea called me and I said, I told him I didn't, know anything. What do I do now? I already.
When did you talk
Alrighty.
to Chelsea about that? When did you talk to her
Um,
that you talked? It had to have been after last night. So was
Yeah.
it today?
no, I didn't talk to her today.
Okay, so I was up there talking to you last night, like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So did you talk to her
No, I'm
after
sorry.
that?
It was earlier in the day. Because obviously I told her what happened the day that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And told her that I was going to tell Savannah to leave me alone
Okay.
the day before.
Mm-hmm.
And after I told her, what happened about me, getting in the car with some guy,
Yeah.
we talked a little bit just about, how it's kind of crazy, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I said, well, she hasn't hung out with the best of people in her past.
Okay.
And she asked me if I knew who it was. I said no. Just told her it was, a green truck.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything happened, and her mom and the police came up there,
Mm-hmm.
and everything like that.
Njegov odgovor je neubjedljiv, a njegovo ponašanje, to jest drhtanje ruku i nervozni pokreti ukazuju na nelogičnost i moguću krivicu.
I'm scared. I don't want to get in trouble for, you know, anything or have anything, you know, be a suspect or anything like that, which, I mean, obviously wasn't the right decision to make.
Yeah.
Because now,
Yeah, I mean, 'cause we're gonna find out
looks
stuff.
Yeah, we could
obviously,
have gotten 3 days ahead for this.
obviously now it looks.
So, so you're saying that there's a green, what kind of truck was it?
It looked like a Ford, like a mid '90s.
Yeah.
It was a 2-door, maybe the one with the little third door that you open from the side.
Okay. Well, the good thing about that is we should be able to verify all of that, all of those kind of things. That won't be a problem at all. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I mean, so you said that you told her that you had talked to us, but I don't think that could, chronologically, I don't think that could match
No,
up. Okay.
we talked Thursday.
Okay.
And
Not last night after
no,
we talked. Or this.
we talked Thursday
Okay.
after like her mom and everything was on the news.
Yeah.
She called me and was like, "Hey, you know, everything's all over the news. You need to tell somebody." You know, she said call the hotline or something like that.
Did you call the hotline?
I told her I did, just because I was scared to call that night.
But did you ever call the hotline?
No.
So this, you haven't told anyone yet of this, other
No,
than
Chelsea's
Chelsea.
the only person that
Okay.
knows.
Okay.
Just because I felt like I could, you know, I
Did you and
wanted
Chelsea
to be
talk?
truthful.
So
with
after,
Chelsea.
how'd that conversation go with you and Chelsea?
She kept asking me, you know, it's like, what happened?
Mhm.
You know, what happened? And I would tell her, and she said it's crazy. And then she told me that, you know, I need to
Yeah.
call somebody and let them know that I was talked to her Wednesday, before the news said she went missing.
Yeah.
And I said I would,
Okay.
and I didn't.
How'd the conversation end with you guys?
She told me, she's basically said that she's not gonna, you know, she doesn't want to associate with me because I talked to Savannah on Wednesday.
But
Is
you
essentially
had
the
already
gist
told her
of-
you were going to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so here,
You see, the thing with me and Chelsea would argue all the time about
yeah,
me
But-
not telling Savannah.
to cut it off or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But you go up and you meet. Chelsea knows that you're going to go meet Savannah Wednesday afternoon.
Yes.
She knows that.
Yes.
Afterwards, do you guys talk about how that conversation went?
Yes.
Okay, so so she knows how the conversation ended,
Yes.
and you told her that night, Wednesday night, about the truck and about her. So you just called her and told her?
No,
that
we spoke first via text.
Okay. So you text her from your phone.
Yes.
So that's on your phone?
Yes.
Okay, so that text message is on your phone?
No.
Why not?
You know, they said Savannah was missing
Mm-hmm.
because I freaked out. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like,
Which is,
sounds crazy.
Which is,
So you...
I mean, obviously, me sending a picture of one of the things that they pointed out on
Yeah.
the news kind of scared me.
Sure,
So-
absolutely. So how do you guys get together, or y'all talk anymore Wednesday night? Does she do a follow-up with you? How'd the conversation go? How'd the rest of Wednesday go?
She called me on my way home,
Okay.
and, you know, asked where I was. And I told her I was like pulling in my neighborhood. And then we just talked about the situation. She asked what I said to Savannah,
Yeah.
what Savannah said to me, and, you know, and she asked why, because she was texting me while me and Savannah were talking,
Okay.
and I didn't reply because we were talking,
Yeah.
and, you know, we were going back and forth, so
Mm-hmm.
I didn't text her back, and I told her, you know, I'm not ignoring you. We were talking, and then so she called me and asked me what I was doing. I said I'm in my neighborhood, about to go home. Went home. We texted a little bit more here and there. She asked me what I was doing, told her I was eating. I sent a picture of her after I got a shower because she was like, oh, I haven't got any pics or this and that. So as I was getting out the shower, I got the text message, and I texted her a picture of me getting out the shower because she said she didn't believe I was home or something like that. So I sent her a picture, and other than that, I hung out at the house.
Okay.
By yourself?
No, I have a roommate.
What's his name?
Aaron, Aaron.
Okay.
Heiger, Bieger.
Pieger.
Yeah, he's
P or B?
B.
B. Okay. Okay. He's what? Sorry.
He's who I moved in with.
Okay. So Wednesday night over at the house, it's you and Aaron.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Was
Yeah.
Aaron there when you got home?
No.
What time did he get home?
11-ish.
Okay.
A little bit after.
But before that, you just hung out at this house by yourself and ate?
I ate some dinner, took a shower. Chelsea actually came over Wednesday night, if
Okay.
I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And what'd y'all do?
Just hung out, watched movies, drank a couple beers.
Okay. So where, when she's in the car, what does she say to you about what her plans are? So she's scheduled to work that night.
Mhm.
So she's going to work?
She didn't talk about, I assumed she was going to work.
Mm-hmm.
She was in her uniform. But she didn't say, when she got out of the car, she didn't say anything after she got out of the car.
And she gets in that truck. Let's be honest, we won't even call her she, Savannah. Okay? Savannah, again, with this picture, if we're using it in the same place, from where your drawing was, they drove over here. You're here, and they drive out over here. Do they stop? Does she get out and go into work? Does the truck keep going?
I didn't see once they turned the corner past the ATM.
Mm-hmm.
Once she got in and they left, I left
You
because I just.
Did you run into them on the road anywhere?
No.
Okay. Did she call you later on or text you later on?
Savannah, no.
Mm-hmm. No other contact with her?
No.
So where's Savannah right now?
I don't know.
Where would I find her?
I don't know.
That's my prime objective is to find her.
Definitely.
I think time's running out on her. And I think that...
I should have said something to you
Yeah.
guys when I talked.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
should have
you
said
should.
something
I think-
Wednesday or Thursday when it was brought to
So
everybody's
tell
attention.
me how I go from nice guy, never met you. You seem like a nice guy. I come up and talk to you. Again, out of you agreed that there was nothing threatening or anything about our conversation. Just asking you for some basic, simple things. We talked for just a few minutes, and you didn't tell me this story. I'm not going to say the truth because I think there's holes in this story too.
Okay.
So you don't tell me this story, and then today we're talking again because I brought you down to talk to you because I found holes in that story that didn't match up, and now you're telling me another story that there's holes in this story that does not match up. So where's Savannah?
I don't know.
Where?
Well, why were you being hesitant about Chelsea being at your house? You first said that you
I-
went by yourself, you
Yes.
ate alone.
Yes.
And then
I ate
Aaron-
dinner alone. Yes.
Right, but that's not true either because you ordered Papa John's.
Yeah.
For you, Chelsea.
I ate corn dogs earlier in the evening, and
And
when
you
Chelsea
put-
got there, she was hungry.
Right, but you said
So I said
clearly said
yeah.
you were alone.
When I ate the corn dogs, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm
I
saying.
remember specifically texting Chelsea, "I'm eating corn dogs."
I want to find this girl. I need to find her.
I understand.
And here's a couple reasons I need to find her. One is I'm hoping that she's still alive. And that's really, I really do, I'm holding out for that. And if she's not alive, then I think she and her family are due that knowledge. I think
Closure.
I think they need some closure. Because I think the reality is if somebody's, dead somewhere, a parent would want to know. I think do you have kids?
No.
Okay, so one day when you have kids, the uncertainty is whatever kind of a person she is. And I'm not about to say what kind of a person she is, because I'm not making any judgments. I'm saying that this human being is, if she's alive, then I want to find her. I need to make sure she's okay, because several days now she hasn't been around. Things happen to the human body, and people can't stand a lot of things that can transpire. But the other thing is, if she's not, this family deserves better than this. This family deserves better than somebody who works with her and who's got knowledge and won't tell the police because they're worried about their own ass. Because that's pretty cheap. I'm gonna be honest with you. And
I agree.
your feelings in it, I don't really care about your feelings. What I care about is finding her. So where is she?
I don't know where she is.
Where is Savannah?
I don't know.
I need to know where Savannah is so I can
don't
let
know
her family
where
know.
she is.
You don't know because you had something done with her and you weren't involved in that part? I don't know. Tell me something. What can I work with?
I told you the last time I saw her.
But that's not true, because we have proof. We have proof. And that's why we're sitting here, Lee. At this point, we need this for her. I mean, I look at that little girl and I think of my little girl.
Policajci koriste emocionalni pristup, naglašavajući ozbiljnost situacije i apelujući na Lija, poredeći Savanu sa sopstvenim kćerkama. Ovim pokušavaju da ga navedu da prizna ako se nešto loše dogodilo u automobilu. Oni ga direktno optužuju da je odgovoran za njen nestanak i sugerišu da zna gdje se nalazi, što on uporno negira.
She was in your car. She never got out of your car. She never got out of your car. Lee?
We're not saying that you did anything. I'm trying to find her. I didn't say you
I
did
don't
anything.
know where she is.
Well, we can prove that you left with her in the car. So please, do everybody a favor and just tell us.
Where is she?
I don't know.
You got to be able to be able to separate. We're not sitting here saying you did anything to her. I don't know. She's on drugs. Maybe she passed. I don't know. I'm not in that car with you guys. I know that she's in that car with you. I have proof of all of this.
Okay, let me ask you, Lee. Then tell us now if you're being an honest man. Are you being honest?
Yes.
Okay, well then, let's start being honest. She never got out of your back seat, Lee. She never got out of your back seat. Video cameras don't lie.
Lee.
How do you know? How do you think I know this information, Lee? I wasn't there, but a video camera caught it.
Tell me what happened.
I don't know.
What happened to her? Was it an overdose? Is that what happened? I don't know. I'm not in the car with you guys. You just said she was in your car and she had admittedly had done heroin.
Detektivi namjerno postavljaju pitanja koja pojačavaju Lijevu anksioznost. Znajući da laže, oni ga hvataju na sitnim nelogičnostima, poput činjenice da je rekao kako je Savana ušla s nekim drugim, a zatim priznao da je on imao posljednji kontakt s njom.
Falsify a video camera, Lee. I'm not lying to you, because you know I'm telling the truth, because you know that's what's on the video. How else would I know that? I don't, unless I have the video. Where did you go with her?
I didn't go anywhere with her.
You did.
No.
You did. So the video camera's lying?
I don't know this. I mean,
Well, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you. I'm not making that up. That's why I'm so passionate about this. This is someone's child. You might not have kids, but damn it, she's someone's kid. It's
I
not fair to
understand
her
that.
mom with stage 4 cancer. All she wants to know is where her daughter is. But I have this man sitting over here, a 28-year-old man, that first says, you haven't seen her. You didn't see her that day. To now the roles have reversed a little bit because we've been doing our background. Okay? And now you're saying that she was sitting in your car, which all lines up with the video, actually. I'm glad that you said you got in the back seat with her. All that lines up. But you know what doesn't line up? After that passenger door comes open and shuts, comes open and shuts, she never gets out of that car. And you drive off. She never gets out of that car. There is no green truck. And that's not right to her. We're fact finders, Lee. I don't have anything personal against you.
No, not at all. I mean, it's
We're
over.
just fact
Just
finders.
tell us
Lee je očigledno pod velikim pritiskom i djeluje nesigurno dok pokušava da se drži svoje priče.
No. Where did you go with her? Where did you go with her, Lee? Be human. You're a human. You're a man. Where did you go with her? I know you're not that cruel inside. Seriously. Where did you go with her?
Maybe you
Please.
maybe you don't know where she is now. Where did you go with her?
Please. I'm begging you, Lee. Please. Please tell us. Please don't make us waste any more of our time. Just tell us. Please tell us. Please. I'm begging you. I know you're not evil. Just tell us where she is. I'm begging you. Please. Please. Can you please just tell me? You do know. Is that how you wanted people to think? I know you're not an evil person. I don't see that in you. I don't see that in your history. I don't hear those things about you at work. Please tell us where you went with her. She never got out of your car. Please tell us, Lee, please. I'm begging you. For her family. Please. Please. She didn't get out of your car. And you know that, obviously. Please. Please, Lee. I'm begging you. As a human.
I don't know.
You too
Look,
know.
if I,
Please,
you know,
Lee. Just please. Please don't make us do this any longer.
Yeah.
w-
For her family.
Can you
Just tell us where.
Can you just tell us?
Well,
Where did you go?
Where did you go with her then? Can you
At least tell us that.
at least tell us that part? Where did you go with her afterwards? She didn't get out of your car, and you know that obviously because I
and
know
we do
that.
too. That's why we're here. Just tell us where. Where did you go with her? Tell us that. At least point us in that direction. I owe her family. We've been. No one's. We're not saying anything that you intentionally did anything. Just tell us where you went. Please.
Lee, it's not.
You're doing
right.
great. I mean, you already told us everything we already know.
It's not right, Lee. This isn't right for her family or for anybody. No one should have to go through this. I'm just human like you are. She's human. Her family. Everybody has feelings. Please. Now's the time to tell us. Because I don't think you're any kind of evil person. And I feel like you are going to tell us the truth. I do believe that. I do believe you're going to tell us the truth because I believe that you do have a conscience. Now's the time. Please.
That's all we're asking. Is just where'd you guys go? I think you're a good man. I think you want to do the right thing.
I'm not trying to trick you. I'm just a fact finder.
Kako se pritisak pojačava, Lee postaje sve nervozniji, ali i dalje odbija da pruži tačne informacije.
Obviously something went on in that back seat. Tell me about that. What happened in the back seat? Did she get mad at you?
I mean, we've gotten arguments plenty of times where she says she doesn't care what happens or anything like that.
But let's be honest. No one's going to go with some man willingly after all that. No one's going to do it. Please tell me where Savannah is.
No.
You do know. You do know, Lee. And right now is the time. You're so close, and I know you're going to tell me. I know you are because I just know you are. Because I know you want to do the right thing, but you're scared to do the right thing. I get it.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not.
Can you just tell me what I'd be in charge with, please?
Yes.
Yeah. I want to find
I don't know yet, but at least I do know that you have the KPS out for your arrest for the DWLS.
We found that.
For the what?
The DWLS, I think, yeah.
No.
But where's Savannah?
So what am I being charged with now?
I-
Driving while suspended license?
I don't know yet. I gotta talk to the attorney that's sitting out there watching this interview. Where's Savannah?
I don't know.
You do know. So you're gonna make me and our team and this whole entire sheriff's office and every person in the community to get out there after, after they know the truth of who she left with and sees the struggle in the backseat of your car. And you're gonna make all of us go and search Jacksonville for her when you could just easily tell me where she is? Is that what we're going to put everybody through?
Think about this. All right. Sometimes people do wrong things, right? Sometimes people make mistakes. It's what you do afterwards.
Na kraju ispitivanja, pod pritiskom iscrpljujućih pitanja i suočen dokazima, Lee konačno lomi svoju odbranu. Njegovo tijelo pokazuje umor, spušta pogled, glas mu postaje tiši, a ruke se tresu dok ih nervozno trlja. Detektiv više ne ostavlja prostor za izgovore. Jasno mu poručuju da znaju da laže i da je ovo njegova posljednja šansa da kaže istinu prije nego što sve izađe na vidjelo.
I don't think you're that kind of guy. I don't think you're evil. Something got out of hand. I get it. But what do you do after that? Here's what you do. You do the right thing now. Just tell us where she is. Closure for her family.
Lee, we understand. Listen, we understand.
We're not trying to hem you up on anything, man. I'm telling you, I'm thinking about this girl and her family. And your family.
She was serving.
Please tell me where to go find her. That's how people remember you.
Lee, iscrpljen i suočen s neizbježnim, duboko uzdahne, a zatim polako izgovara. Nisam želio da se ovako završi. Nisam je htio povrijediti. Detektivi ga postiču da nastavi, koristeći smiren i gotovo saosjećajan ton kako bi ga ohrabrili da sve prizna. Lee lomi tišinu i u slomljenom tonu priznaje da je nakon svađe u automobilu izgubio kontrolu. Njihova rasprava se prema njegovim riječima brzo otela kontroli. Kada je Savana počela da ga provocira i prijeti da će ga prijaviti zbog njegovog ponašanja, uhvatio je za vrat samo da je ušutka, ne očekujući da će otići toliko daleko. Shvativši prekasno da je prestala da se pomjera, uhvatila ga je panika. Lee opisuje kako je u panici pokušao da je probudi, ali bez uspjeha. Presravljen, odlučio je da sakrije njeno tijelo kako bi izbjegao posljedice. Svjedoči da je vozio nekoliko sati van grada i ostavio njeno tijelo na zabačenom mjestu pored puta, nadajući se da ga niko neće pronaći. Detektivi ga pažljivo slušaju, prateći svaki njegov detalj. Kada završi, jedan od njih tiho kaže: dobro je što si nam rekao, ali sada ćemo završiti ovo kako treba. U ovom trenutku Lee se lomi, naslanjajući se na sto i prekrivajući svoje lice rukama. Njegovo priznanje potvrđuje njihove sumnje, a mirna atmosfera u sobi nagovještava završetak napetog ispitivanja. Detektivi ga obavještavaju da će sada biti prebačen u pritvor i da će se suočiti sa posljedicama svog djela.